Hi, we are approaching the Tokyo Marathon weekend. Tokyo Marathon was one of the most beautiful majors for me. I did run my best time from all the majors, so I would like to share my experience with you. First, I would like to mention that the public transportation in Tokyo is perfect, but you should be aware if you buy only a metro card, then you have a problem, because if you travel, if you get advice from Google Maps, it is a mix of metro and Japan Rail's line. So that is kind of an issue. Also, an interesting thing for the iPhone user is the Suica card that you can load it directly in your Apple Pay. So it's very handy for the users of the iPhone. Another things now I would like to go about the expo. The expo starts Thursday from 10 o'clock to 8:30 in the evening. As far as I remember, I was very early of the expo, just waiting for the opening, but it was quite busy. They're well organized. You should also follow the right places for your start number. But this was quite busy. Another point was waiting for the t-shirts, for these official t-shirts. It was quite a big queue, but luckily the queue was moving. So after a while, I could take my t-shirt. So on the expo you have a big Essex, many products from Essex, race-related. And yeah, there were not so many other things. So expo as expo, you should visit it on time, because the locals will probably come on Friday or Saturday. So I always advise go on Thursday. Another thing, the shakeout runs. That, to be honest, there were many shakeouts around on different locations, but Tokyo is so big and there are limited places, so I wouldn't go for the shakeout run, because it will take you too much time in transportation, and yeah, you could just go your normal run somewhere in the close to your hotel. Another thing what I would really like to mention and accent is the jet lag. I'm coming from Europe, and the jet lag was really disaster for me. I was sleeping for 1 to 2 hours for a few days. And I also heard from people coming from the States that jet lag was also a big issue for them. So people from America and for Europe, they will have definitely problems with the jet lag. How I solved that issue, at some moment I went to the local pharmacy shop and I asked them for a sleeping pill. So somehow I get the day before the race a sleeping pill, and I slept finally 5-6 hours just to get recover. So jet lag, it's a big issue. I hope you will manage to do that one. To pay. Another point is the start area. At the start area, it's at the Tokyo City House, and it was only one start area and quite busy. So at the start area was good organized, but it was one big issue, a very long queue before in front of the toilet. So I lost many time in the queue, and as a result of that, I started at the end of my start choral. So you should be aware of that it might take some time, and that is one of the issues, that it's only one start, and starting queue might be a problem. Another thing, then if you start racing, the race is very nice parkour, flat, and at that time it was also organized that you can take a drink at related to last cipher. There were drink posts related to your last number of your start number. So last cipher of your start number, but I'm not sure how is this year. At that time, 23, there were Corona rules, so maybe this year is something. But I like that. If your start number finished with 9, then you go to that to special water post for 9. There are many water posts, so enormous, and also they have a Pocari ISO drink. That Pocari, I was afraid that Pocari would be something special, different than the European ISO drinks, but actually that was same as in the Netherlands we have a drink. It's not same as Gatorade, but it's normal ISO drink, so you shouldn't bother about the Pocari. That's official and it's very nice and I really liked it. About the finish area, it's at the end, it's also nice, close to the Tokyo main station. It was so good arranged, so for the people who could choose, I would say go really close to the finish area, because finish area was it takes a bit time to get to your hotel with. So being close to the finish area would be better, but anyway, you can find your way back. So it's also very possible, and on the finish area you probably ordered a poncho. It's very nice poncho from the Tokyo Marathon. I use it very often when I go to the other races to change my clothes, and it's very nice and warm. About other things, probably for the people who want to stay there in Tokyo, might be the excursions. I didn't have a luck with the Mount Fuji excursion, so the point was that very often there is kind of a fog or clouds at the Mount Fuji, so I couldn't make a proper photo of it. It's a bit a shame, so be aware that Fuji maybe is not the best excursion to do it. And another point, another interesting excursion could be Kyoto. The Kyoto, but you could go to Kyoto by plane, because the planes are quite cheap. So that might be a tip that you could do it for excursion to Kyoto. Disneyland, but probably it's fully booked, so Disneyland might be interesting to book it at the day of the race. Probably that day you can find only a place. Another another interesting would be in the Tokyo is Park Uomo. What is interesting, Asasuna, there are many things, many touristic places. So yeah, that would be, and I hope for you at least that the weather would be nice. I haven't checked the weather, but to be honest, I was very lucky with the weather that time, because there were few warm days, but luckily of the day of the race it was perfect chilly weather. So I hope that the weather will be perfect and you will run a great race. Many success this weekend, and I hope you will all finish the race and run your personal best. Bye!